got something stuck in my throat. Hopefully I don't start coughing and hacking my way through this. But we are going to be doing this live feed. We're watching the auction. Now, for those of you that are catching this live feed and not sure what this is all about, a few weeks ago we did a YouTube series called The Collector's House, where we helped clear Morris and Donna's house for them. And we made their house cleaner and tidier. From that, I tried to fine tune some things that we could auction off to get them and our store a little bit of extra money. And today, everything gets auctioned off. So I'm going to do about the first hour of the sale here live. And I'm going to be live streaming from the auction online here, which is kauctions.ca if you want to go check it out. You can go and bid right now too. This is happening live. So they are going to be, they're talking about terms and conditions right now, but I'm going to get the camera set up so that we can watch and see what's going on to there for a second. But we're back.
We'll get underway here with the first lot, 6,001.
Here we go.
45, 40 bid, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45.
This is the antique side table.
45, 40 minute buy, 45 on the antique oak side table, 40, 45, 45, 45, 40 minute buy, 45. I'd love to go fishing right after the sale. 40, 45, 45, 45, 40 minute buy.
I'm trying to get this in a better position here, guys. I'm just adjusting the stand a little bit, so bear with me. Oh, 45 or 40 bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case there's some newcomers, we take $5 bids right up to 20, and then or 2.5.
There we go. That's a little bit better, I guess.
And $10 bids after 50. After we get over 200, it's $25 bids. Lot number 601. We have got an antique wooden step.
People use these ladders for decorating. You might be asking, why would somebody buy an antique ladder? They're really cool decorator pieces. They look great in a store, great on display. You can put plants on it. You can use it as a ladder. I like that using it as a ladder was my afterthought.
120, got to be 20, like him, 20, like him, 20, like him, 1 down, 120, 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 got to be 20, like him, 20, like him, 20, like him, 1 down, 120, 1 down, 120, 1 down, 120, got to be 20, got to be 20, got to be 20.
Look at a nice stain on that ladder too. It looks like it's got all the original finish still on it. There it goes. They're moving fast today, folks. There's the antique snowshoes. Popular item to put inside of a cabin or inside of a house if you're going for that rustic kind of look. I've seen them in restaurants too. We have Montana's here. Montana's uses a lot of decor like this, cabin sort of decor. Now, sadly, this will need a new piece of glass cut for it, but it's a nice piece of furniture.
70, 80, 70, 80, got be 80, got be 80, 70, 80, 70, 80, 70, 80, got be 80, got be 80, 70, 80, $80, $80, $80, 70, 80, got be 80, got be 80, got be 80, 70, $80, $80, last call, 70, $80, $80, $80. Sold $70.
But a lot of people ask why I don't carry more furniture in my store, and it's because it's big and they don't sell for a whole lot. So it takes up a lot of room to not make very much profit. As you can see, furniture doesn't usually go for a whole lot.
25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, like give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, like give me 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, like give me 30, like give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, last call, 25, 30, give me 30, like give me 30, 25, 30. Sold 25, 58, 97, lot number 06.
This is funny. This was like a little kid's chair mounted with the rocking horse head on it. Very good for a little kid.
Sold 12 and a half, 57, 55, lot number 07, 160, 170, 160 on the barrister bookcase, 160. 170, 160, 170.
Barrister bookcases or lawyers' bookcases always sell well. This is a double unit. Sometimes you would stack them in multiple tiers. The idea originally was that you would put your law books and everything in there. But people love them for little showcases.
20, 25, 25, 20 minute by 25.
Somebody specifically asked me about this coal bucket.
25, 20 minute by 25.
And here it is.
25, last call, 20 minute by 25.
There it goes.
$56.74, lot number 09.
Quality piano stools should do well. These clawfoot piano stools always sell for a good price.
1 down, 120, got me 20, got me 20, got me 20, got me 20, 1 down, 120, 1 down, 120, 1 down, 120, 1
Problem with having two of them is that people might hold off on the first one and then bid higher on the second because they think they'll get it the second one. This is cheap. We'll see.
So $110.
There it goes.
701. Lot number 10.
I think it's the same person bidding on this one.
Lot number 10. Is this another one?
Oh, the Adventurious says, fingers crossed for successful auction. Greetings from Belgium. Thank you so much. And thank you for the super chat. If you just search coffee tin, I think it was Baghdad coffee, you should be able to search it and see what it comes up as. The one thing that's interesting about this auction is that there's lots of boxes coming up, boxes full of stuff. And I know many of you out there like buying these things, and then you'll do a live feed of your own and kind of do an unboxing episode to see what was in the box. There's going to be a lot of treasure in here for you guys if you buy the box lots full of stuff, which are coming up later on. Yes, the mystery boxes. Sold for Poetry says, mystery boxes! That's what they are.
Sold 35, 55, 38, line number 13, 15, 20, 15, 20, gotta be 20 to like on the old ice tongues, 15, 20, 15, 20, gotta be 20 to like
Well, there's definitely gonna be lots of room left for resellers at these prices too. Oh, there.
25, 30, just 25, 30. I gotta get
boy, somebody just waited to the last minute on that one. Hello, back at you from Quebec, Paloma and Brothers. Oh, Noodles from Red Deer says, just won the piano stools. You got a good deal on those. They're in great shape.
You've only got about a second or two to bid. Lot number 14, 15, 20, 15, 20, gotta be 20,
get the military stretcher. If you have wild parties this summer and you need to haul your friend back out after a night of partying, you can just put them on the stretcher and drag them away from the campfire. It's one of those 50s sort of, I don't think it's chalkware, I think it was ceramic, but very odd little night light or light.
12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, last call, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15.
There it goes. This was a neat bowl, I have to say, very 1950s, and what was cool about it, it has all the brands, like when you brand your horse, or cattle, I guess, all of the brands are around the outside of it. If you're into Western themed stuff, that'd be a fun thing to have on the table. Have company come over and have some nuts or something in there. I don't know. Just a fun little thing. There it goes. Right now, this Kanika is undervalued. It should be about $100 or so. We sell this sort of stuff at the store. They usually go for around $100 for a nice 35 millimeter like that. Oh, somebody will get a good deal on it. There it goes.
52, 31, line number 18, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 11, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 11, 15, 11, 15, 11, 15, last call, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, sold 12 and a half, 53, 67, going to the great state of Texas. Lot number 19, 35, 40.
You can still get film, yes. Stephen Frankel says, can you even get film? Yes, you can still get film. And you can also adapt these vintage lenses to work with a modern camera. They have adapters you can get. So they'll work on a modern SLR. I sell a lot of lenses just because of that, because a vintage lens gives you a very nice look, and you can get them for a decent price. Oh, there we go. Somebody bid in the last minute. I guess they want to see what the Viewmaster, the Dukes of Hazzard Viewmaster had going on. Sold 35, 5902, going to Indiana. This was neat. This was some promotional card game that Ford probably gave you when you bought a car back in '65. Why, friend, if you buy this new Fairlane, we'll give the kids here a pack of car cards for the trip home. Well, all right, I guess we can buy it.
Sold $30.
I doubt whether that was the clincher.
Lot number 22, 50, 60. 50, 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, 70, 70, 70, 60, 70. 60, 70, 70, 70. 70, 70, 60, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 20. 60, 70, 70, last call, 60, 70, 70, 70. Sold $60.
Hello from Macedonia. First time that I caught you live. Wish you all the best and good luck. Thank you so much. Never been to Macedonia. And it looked like my Aunt Carrie just won the big boy vinyl toy figure. Yeah, and yes, I have family, I guess, that wanted stuff. If my family wanted something from the sale, I had to put it through the auction. But my own aunt had to bid on it, but there it goes. Now I should deliver it by hand. I should take it out to our Vancouver Island. It's so beautiful out there.
Sold $30, $52.98. Lot number 25, 10, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half. Power Ranger.
These sort of 1990s collectibles are slowly starting to find their own. As people who remember them when they were kids are getting older and starting to collect things. Maybe it was their favorite show. You never know. Just like anything, it's the next generation of collectibles. This is a backgammon set, not baccarat. Ignore that. It's backgammon. But I think people can tell what it is. There was a couple typos in here. It's the thing, when you're moving so fast to get these auctions up, sometimes there's some little typos that can happen. Oh, boy, people are really bidding on this thing. $100. People must like playing their backgammon. Sean Del Ross says, Vancouver Island is where I'm from. Such a great place to live. I really like the island. I have a feeling for me it would be a nicer place to visit than it would to live, though, because I like traveling and I like driving long distances, and I think I'd get stressed being on an island like that. It is beautiful, though. Pair of green glass candlesticks. I didn't check to see if these were Vaseline wear. I didn't put a black light to them. They might be Vaseline wear, like they might glow under black light, but I'm not 100% sure. So we just put green glass. Nice woven basket.
28, 20, 25, 20, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, 20 minute mind.
Uranium glass, yeah. Thank you.
25 last call. 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 20 minute mind, 25. Sold $20, $52.08. Lot number 29, 25, 30. 25, 30.
Thank you, Melissa, for putting the link. Apparently somebody was interested in the Jughead, which I guess is coming up later on.
Last call, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30. Sold.
That was a neat piece for 25 bucks, I have to say.
30, 60, 70. 50, 70, 70, 80, 70, 80, got me 80, got me 80, 70, 80, 70, 80, 70, 80.
Wedgwood Potteries dish.
$80, $70.
Wedgwood is, of course, fairly expensive stuff, so it doesn't surprise me that it's at $70.
$80, sold $70.
Any advice for a young couple looking to get into a similar business?
Lot number 30, 15, 20.
Buy things that you know at first. Buy in bulk when you can. You'll save much more money buying in bulk. And don't hang on to anything for too long. That's the big trick. You sit on stuff for too long at your store, you're gonna be that store that never sells anything. And sometimes you have to move with what your community looks for as well. When we set up our store, I had no idea that the candy and grocery end of it would become a big part of our business. But that's what the neighborhood likes. And if you're in business to try and make money and also be part of your community, you have to pay attention. This is one of those little mystery buckets full of stuff. That's still probably like less than $5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's less than $5 a bottle. It's probably a few bucks a bottle, so it's not bad. And you get the basket to boot. Off to Colorado.
Lot number 33, 20, 25, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute mind, 25, 25, last call, 20 minute mind, 25, 20 minute mind, 25. Sold $20, $53.67. Lot number 34, 30, 35, 30.
Something like this little cheese crock is an unusual piece. Since they don't really make them like that. They don't really deliver your cheese in little crocks anymore. It's kind of a cute piece. And there are people who collect crocks and jugs and things of this nature.
35, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 35, 40, 35, 40, that's sure. 35, 40, 40, 40, 35, 40, could be 40, 35, 40, 35, 40.
Do you think antique shop do better in a rural, suburban, or urban setting? Noah, that's a good question. If you're on a major highway and you have lots of traffic, an antique shop can do quite well in a rural area or urban area. Suburban, of course, you have more clients, but you're also going to be paying more for rent or more for your mortgage, and your expenses are going to be higher. So it's kind of hit and miss, but I would say that generally you want to be in an area where you're going to have good traffic. If you don't have a lot of customers going by, then it's going to be a slow road to drive traffic to your business. Unless you're doing it all online, then it doesn't really matter where you are.
25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30.
This one was marked that it was from Disneyland on the bottom. Some of these things I didn't put in a box full of glasses, let's say, because there are certain collectors for certain items. So I knew that a Disneyland cup would have a crossover to somebody who collected Disneyland paraphernalia. So there it goes.
Lot number 36, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30. Fortune telling sticks, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, last call, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30.
There it goes.
25, 56, 26.
Cass, this was a really nice wagon, actually. It has all the figures. $60 is a heck of a good price for this. I would think this thing would be worth well over $100. It was quite large, had 3 horses. They went up and down. That's a very good price. Whoever, 70's getting a little closer, but that's still a bargain. That thing has got to be like 2 feet long. And it's got all little cast policemen. It's got the right. It's totally complete. Really, really neat piece. You push it along, the horses jump up and down. Yeah, that was a good price. Somebody got a good price on that.
Lot number 38, 15, 20, 70 and a half, 15, 17, 17, 17, 17 and a half.
Yes, Noah says rural stores have a lot more rural antiques. Yeah, because you're sourcing from the area that you're in. This was an interesting sale because there was really a little of something for everybody in here. Toys and dishes and collectibles, and we'll be getting to pyrex at some point. There was really a little bit of something for everybody. Morse and Donna were intending, or I should say Donna was intending on reselling, I think, the majority of these items, and it really, really got away from her. That's why I say you have to, the advice I gave to Donna was, if you're interested in buying and selling antiques, you have to sell at the same rate that you're buying. And if you're not, you're going to run out of room in a big hurry. It was a big job. It took a team of us to empty the house, and it took me 2 weeks to put this auction sale together, to organize, to sort, to get it there, to put everything up. It's an awful lot of work.
Sold 25, 57, 40.
And even looking around my own store right now, I'll probably have to do a sale just to clear out some of the excess stuff around my own shop. Don't let dust settle on your items. If you're not selling it within a few weeks or maybe a couple months max, you should be looking at all options to get rid of it. The only things I let sit around my store for any length of time are if they're very, very unique. And having them there is sort of a tourist attraction. You know, like my Zoltar or, things like that add to the ambiance of the store. I don't mind sitting on items like that. But in general, I'd like to move things pretty quick if I can.
25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30.
There it goes. What's somebody going to pay for a little Tibetan hat? Who knows?
42, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 15, 17, 17, 17, but now 20, give me 30.
I mean, heck, it's not like you can really easily travel to Tibet to go buy one right now. It was labeled as being a Tibetan hat. I assume that's where it's from. I would think the little tag inside would have been correct.
25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30.
I guess it'll make an interesting home decor piece if you're
25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30,
into
30.
Asian
So
decor.
25, 59,
This was a neat little box.
43, 30, 35.
Carved stone with the
30,
peacock.
35, 30, minimize, 35,
Kind of a neat piece.
35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35. 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35.
You think of the effort somebody put in to carve this bird, and I guarantee the Mr. Peanut cookie jar probably goes for just as much. Let's see. Almost just as much. Then you get a Mr. Peanut, his hat comes off, and you fill it full of whatever you want.
25, 20, minimize, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30.
Let's see if it goes for 30 bucks. That was my guess. Yeah. It might even go for more than the carved bird. I think my mom still has one of these things above the counter. This is the goofy stuff that my dad would buy at garage sales and stuff. My dad had a thing for just, I don't know, kitschy, fun stuff. That's what my dad used to buy. And I'd say, Dad, why'd you buy it? And he'd say, well, look at it. It's neat.
45, sold $40.59.
There it goes.
45, 20, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30.
Let's see if the sprout gets as high as the Mr. Peanut jar. Truth be told, I've seen more of the Mr. Peanut jars than I have the little sprout guy.
35, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, last call, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 30, minimize, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40.
You can put it on the table and fill it full of green beans or Brussels sprouts for your kids. They'll think it's full of cookies and you'll reach in and get a mushy handful of Brussels sprouts. Yay! And then followed by a, it'd feel like pulling out a handful of green eyeballs. At least that's what I would do with it.
$40.59.63.
Who wants a treat, kids?
46, 80, 90, 80 minute idle, like 90 limited edition, 80, 90.
There was some nice limited art, some very nice art that's going to be coming through. Signed, dated, all that good stuff.
80 now, 100, 90, 100, 90, 100, 90 bid of one, gotta be even money at $100 bill. 90 bid of one, gotta be 100, 90 bid one, 90 bid one, 90 bid one, 90 bid one, gotta be $100 bill, 90 bid one, 90 bid one.
I'm guessing whoever is bidding on this has looked them up and seen that they probably sell for a few $100s normally. Here's a big box of old board games. Spy Alley sounds kind of cool. That's probably for the James Bond kind of era. This is entering into the, I don't know if we have any more mystery boxes coming up right away, but probably soon. I'll ask this question while we're on. What's your favorite item that's in this auction? Why don't you post it in the comments and we'll see. What's your favorite item that's in the auction?
Lot number 48, 20, 25, 20, 25, 20 minute mag, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute mag, 25, 20 minute mag, 25, 25, 25, 30, 25, 30, 25,
the egg scale, photo albums, yeah. Devil Humidor, yeah, that is a cool piece. The Dukes of Hazzard stuff, piano stools. Oh, Bob, I know you're after that bottle. The Sprout cookie jar. Well, ask the 8-Ball, did you get the cookie jar? Oh, the frame button. That is a neat piece, an 1800s button. Pyrex set. The metal rooster, piano stool. We missed out on the piano stool. The planters. Pyrex. There's a lot of interest in the Pyrex. Oh, the jade sculpture is doing quite well. I think that might be one of the pieces to watch. Oh, here's the buttons coming up. Whoever said you like the button, it's next. Yeah, the wicker elephant is cool. I just looked at it and I went, oh, isn't that just neat? Myra says she likes the basket she just won. Well, that's good. Record albums, yeah, there's a ton. There's got about 1,000 records, probably more than 1,000 records going through this sale.
25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, last call. 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30. Sold 25, 55, 73. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, July the 3rd, we're having another Madame Rack jewelry, vintage jewelry, and there's a lot of Murano glass on that sale. July 3rd, it's not up on the internet yet. on our website.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mark that date, July the 3rd.
Some of those vaults were opened up of Madame Racks, and
in that sale.
there'll be another little auction coming up.
Lot number 50.
Not my stuff, though. It's the other fellows, but still. It's going to... the next Madame Rack sale is all going towards paying for renovations on the house. The owner of the house, it's his stuff, and we're going to help him to promote it a bit. Yeah, antique button, little Yorkie. Yeah, I kind of have thought about bringing this one home because we have a Yorkie. I believe it looks like a Yorkie to me. Kind of looks like a Scotty dog maybe. But he has Yorkie coloring. I'll have to hold my dog up to it and see what it looks like. Sue Howell says she got the button. Congratulations, Sue. How crazy is that you're watching this live and bidding?
Sold $20, $57.37.
Oh, cuckoo clock.
We've got a German-made cuckoo clock. Got 40, 45, 40 bid buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 45, 45, 40 bid buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 40
Highland Terrier, somebody says. Yeah, it could be. Definitely a little terrier. Yeah, the prices are very fair on this auction, I find. Like, there's nothing that's too crazy. Hey, I wonder if this Jughead person that's bidding on this is going to bid on the Jughead toy that's coming up later on. There it goes.
$50, 60.39, Kentucky. Line number 53, 60, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70 on the butterfly. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70.
Somebody mentioned things are going really cheap at the auction in the comments. I'm glad that some things are going at a fair price, though, because a lot of you watching are resellers, collectors, and if you're buying a bunch of stuff, it kind of adds up when you put it all together in a box and get it shipped, so helps offset it. Somebody out there has a Chevy S10 like that, and they're like, man, I didn't even know they made a model kit of it. That's got to be from the 80s. I had those same type of rims on an old car of mine.
Sold $20, $57.11, lot number 55.
There's a couple nice glass vases here. That man can talk. That man can definitely talk. Or at least make noises randomly out of his mouth.
Sold $80, $57.95.
I wonder if that's intentional.
40, 45.
They call that the auctioneer's chant. It's to keep rhythm and to kind of keep the excitement up when you're bidding on things. Yeah, the backgammon game did sell earlier, yeah. Somebody was just asking.
Last call. 45, 50, 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, 50, 60, 50, 60. 50, 60, gotta be 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 60, 50, 60, 50, 60, 50, 60. 50, 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, gotta be 60, 50, 60.
The cocktail shakers coming up are pretty cool. There's a lot of really interesting stuff.
Number 57, 79, 20.
McCoy Potteries. This is an American piece.
25, 25.
I think, was McCoy Potteries in California? I can't recall. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure.
40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 35, 40, 35, 40. Now 5, 45, 40, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 45.
Nothing like a barrel full of cookies.
60, 60, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 80, 70, 80, got me, 80, got me, 80, 70, 80, $80, $80.
Yeah, it's a real McCoy. Yuck, yuck, yuck. From Ohio, they said McCoy's from Ohio. Okay, there we go. If there was any noted damage, it should be in the extended description. Renee says, how many items did you end up with at this auction yourself? Well, what we're doing with the sale is we're getting paid back our expenses for clearing the house. And then everything after that, we just split 50-50 with Morris and Donna. So in a sense, kind of everything is about half mine. But there were some items that were from other sales that either didn't sell or were damaged in shipping and had to be resold, including a couple of Stevens paintings.
Now 550, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50, 45, 50, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50, 45, 50, 50.
Somebody must collect. People collect cookie jars. You can never second guess what somebody out there collects. You'd be surprised.
Here's another one.
People collect matchbook covers, cookie jars, teapots.
40, 40, 35, 40, 35, 40, 35, 40, now 5, 50, 45, 50, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50, 50, 50, 45, 50.
Snoopy Pez dispenser, if there is one there, it's probably going through with a lot of Pez dispensers. It's coming up.
Sold 45, 52, 83.
Andy Warhol collected cookie jars, somebody says. Well, they're fun. Oh, little cocktail shakers. Vintage barware is pretty popular. I never seem to have a problem selling vintage barware.
Sold 35, 59.
Oh yeah, Andy Warhol definitely collected soup cans. Apparently when he was a starving artist, that's all he could afford to eat. That's why he decided to paint it. I thought the John Deere cookie jar would have done a little better than that, but who knows? The whole top comes off, the lid comes off. It's just a neat little container. For the farmer that has everything but doesn't have that.
Sold $30, 56.17 going to Morinville. Line number
There's some stuff going local here too.
30, 25, 30, 30,
There's a cookie jar or a teapot museum. I think there's each.
25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, 25.
I know there's a teapot museum out there.
25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, now 5, 30 minute buy, 35, 30 minute buy.
Yeah, but it's that on top of your old style TV. TV lamp, as somebody said. Very 1950s looking at that green ceramic. Instead, a metronome is a very small German person who lives in the city. Well dressed, they're a metronome. Look at that well-dressed little fellow walking by. Well, yes, he's a metronome.
$60, 54, 71. Line number 64,
Circus wagon music box.
110. The 1 bid, 110, 100 bid, 110. The 1 bid, 110, 110, 100 out of the chute. 1 bid, 110, 110, 100 bid, 110. The 1 bid, 110, 100 bid, 110. The 1 bid, 110.
Yeah, this plays a little song in this music box. It is a very interesting little piece. I thought it was cool.
The 1 bid, 110, 100 bid, 110. The 1 bid, 110, 110. Sold. $100, 55, 44. Lot number 65, 15, 70 and a half. 15, 70, now 20, now 5, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute mile, divided by 20 minute mile, divided by 25, 25, 25, 20 minute mile, divided by 20.
I guess you could put anything in there. It doesn't have to dispense your cigarettes. It's a little box, little wooden box. You push down on the dog's butt, and with his mouth, he pulls the lid open for you so you can access what's inside.
Sold $20, 57.50. Line number 66.
The urine specimen bottle. Who knew? 50 bucks. Glad I separated this one out from going in a box lot. It's just one of those weird things that you just don't see that often.
Sold $50, 55.76. Line number 67. 15. 70 and a half. 15, 17, 17.
This is a newer piece, but it is a nice newer piece anyway.
20. 17, 20, get me 20, like me 20, like me 20, like me 20, 17, 20. 17, 20, get me 20, like me 20, like me 20, like me 20.
Sylvia says there's a lamp museum in Donalda, Alberta. The things that become museums.
20, now 5, 25, 25,
I wonder if the Lamp Museum electrical bill is really crazy high. Like in Christmas Vacation where his electrical meter was spinning around in circles.
68. I got 30, 35, 35, 30 minimum, 35, 30 minimum, 35, 30 minimum, 35, 30 minimum, 35, 35, 35.
Probably worth it for that copper tub that the stuff's in, actually. For 30 bucks, the copper tub's worth it. Yeah, see, that wasn't a bad deal for somebody.
55, lot number 69, 50, 60. 50, 60, 50, 60, 50, 60, 50, 60.
A mountain bike museum in Holland.
50, 60, 50, 60, 50, 60. 60, 70, 50, 70, 70, 70, 70, 60, 70.
Somebody says, how long do you think the auction will last? At this pace, they will probably be doing 100 lots per hour, which means that this auction will run about 7.5 hours or so, which would take it right until about 5 p.m. We're only staying on until another 30 minutes or so. And I believe that on the Curiosity Inc. fan page on Facebook, that Elaine is going to be live streaming the entire event. So if when I log off, you can check out the Curiosity Inc. Fanatics page. She's been doing a fantastic job getting this stuff put out there. And Elaine says, sure will. Elaine, did you dye your hair red? Looks like your hair is a different color now. I would think you'd need a glass of water after all that.
130, 140, 130, 140, 140, 130.
These style of phones were popular as remakes in the 1960s and 70s, even into the early 80s, mainly 70s and 80s. Very ornate. It's a nice little piece to have sitting out. Like if you have a historic home and you want to have a functioning telephone that suits the decor of your house, that is a really nice piece to have on its own table or stand and have sitting there. It's functional. You can use it. And yes, you can still use rotary phones. We have one at our store. It still works. You can still dial out on a rotary dial phone.
35. Sold $30, 60, 46.
This is a neat piece because they started adding a little bit of industrial design or artistry into telephones. I guess they always did, but sometimes you see these funky ones that are very 70s. Why this would be good to pick up if you were like an art designer or if you were making a movie or trying to set a design, you need to find stuff like this to make it look appropriate. I think this cow, I don't know what it did, if it was a game or what, but it's massive. It was just a funky big old cow. It'd just be a fun little decor piece anyway. Put it on your shelf and make people smile. Like probably 1.5 feet long. It's big.
25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, last call, 25, 30. Sold 25, 56.99. Lot number 75, 50, 60, 50, 60, 50, 60.
Well, somebody really wants a little washboard.
50, 60,
I come across washboards all the time. All the time. And yeah, they're usually that $50, $60 kind of range. You could use it as an instrument as well. Rotary phones still work in Canada. Like, I don't know about the US, but they definitely work. We have a rotary phone at our store, and it works. It's a nice little assortment of vintage books. There's Jim the Conqueror. I like the cover on this one with the Mountie in scarlet and plain clothing. It's like a Mountie makeover. That was a good price for whoever bought that. Teak is really popular. Mid-century is really popular. Doesn't surprise me this is at $50. Teak is an excellent hardwood. Like even if this being teak and being in a store new, that would probably be like well over $100 if it was a fake or reproduction, I should say. Being original from the 50s like that, it's still a good price for whoever is bidding on it. I should say those trays are exactly over top of each other. They look askewed in the picture, but they weren't. Antique Niagara Falls pictures.
2025, 2025, 20-minute mark.
Before the falls got super tacky. I know people don't like it when I say it, but in my opinion, Niagara Falls is tacky. They should never have made it into a Las Vegas type atmosphere. They should have left it park-like and pristine.
25, and if you've never been there, you gotta go.
Which ones? Oh, the Mickey and Minnie pictures are maybe like about a foot tall. They're not super big, but they are on stretch canvas. Somebody was asking about that. Old medical books always sell. You can see this. That whole lot of books went for $20. A Western theme medical book, $30. It seems to me the creepier and stranger things are, the better price they can go for. Like the urine bottle.
Lot number 80, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, only give me 30, 25, 30.
Oh, there are boxes full of purses, boxes full of hats. There is just a ton of stuff.
25, 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, only give me 30, only give me 30, 25, 30, give me 30, only give me 30.
I don't think we've had any pyrex come through yet, but the pyrex seem to be very popular. Getting lots of bids on that. I guess because it's so usable. Some of the vintage pyrex we picked up from the last, the Weaver's house that we purchased. Melissa is still using today. She got it, cleaned it up, and she's using the pyrex. It's working like a darn. I can see why people like it so much. This is actually a little face. There's an eye and a mouth there, so you look at it straight on, it's a face.
17 now 20, 17 now 20, get me 20, give me 20, give me 20, now 5, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute my drive by, 20 minute my drive by, 20 minute my drive by, 20 minute my 25.
Have you ever visited Bolt Castle on the US-Canada border in the St. Lawrence Seaway? No, I've not, but there's another thing I've got to go do.
Now 30.
Can't wait to travel again, guys. I cannot wait to travel again. The Asian dolls with wigs is coming up. It has not sold yet, Barbara.
30, give me 30, give me 30, 25, 30. Sold 25, 59, 64. Line number 82, 50, 60,
A lot of interest in the old kitchen bowls.
70, 89,
And these aren't even pyrex. These are just antique ceramic or clay, I guess, kitchen bowls. There's quite a few of them in there. There might be some pyrex in there. I don't know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 bowls there, I guess. So for $10 a bowl or whatever, roughly, that's not bad.
Sold $100, 58.97. Lot number 83, 12 and a half, 15. Oh, that's another nice one. Those are kind of unique. 12 and a half, 15.
Yeah, pyrex usually has that funky little handle that comes off the side. Stoneware bowls, yes, that's what they were. Thank you, Rusty. This would be a match, probably, that other lamp that we sold earlier in the auction.
70 and a half. Sold $15, $59.64. And here's another horn.
Another horn. This one's a little bit more than the last one I picked.
45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45. 40 bid my 45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45. 40 bid my 45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45, 45. 40 bid my 45, 40 minute my 45. Last call 45.
Well, I see we're going to be coming up to the mid-century magazine rack soon. This little green glass table lamp I thought was cool. You put a nice shade on that. This was a very funky teapot. This is actually a teapot. It's the craziest thing. I don't think you'd actually use it as a teapot, but it's
now that COVID is just
interesting.
About wrapped up, everybody's able to fly and start flying and traveling. And
I think we're all excited that restrictions are being lifted a bit here.
And enjoy life again. Lot number 85, 15, 70.
This auctioneer is from Ontario, and I think he's been just waiting to get back home to go visit family again.
70 now 20, get me 20, give me 20, give me 20, 70 now 20, 70 now 20, get me 20, give me 20, now 5, 25, 25, 25, 20 minute my drive by, 20 minute my drive by, 20 minute my 25.
This seems to me like one of those things you would have bought when you went to Italy on vacation and been like, man, now I got to get this home and not break it. And then you get it home and you're like, well, what are we going to do with it? I don't know. And it ends up in an auction. But for that teapot collector, oh, vintage military caps and other caps. Hawaii. He said that all alluring like, oh, hello. Hello, Hawaii. How you doing? Haven't seen or thought of you in a while. Not many names of places can conjure up an instant thought of like relaxing or being on a beach. Like you don't say, "Oh, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan," and be like, "Hello, Moose Jaw. Haven't thought of you in a while." And I say that, and somebody's gonna be like, "I live in Moose Jaw, and I'm proud." It is a cool town, actually. I joke, I kid, but I did work in Moose Jaw for a short time, and that is a real name of a place. There's a place called Moose Jaw, and they have these sort of rum runner tours that they used to do in the basement. But half the downtown burnt down. There used to be an amazing building in downtown Moose Jaw that had this amazing conveyor system that used to take sort of parcels all through the store and back up to the office. And apparently Disneyland wanted to buy it and offered like $1 million or something like that for it because it was the only one left in existence. And they said, nope, won't sell it. And then I think a year or two later, the place burnt down. This was a pretty funky little sprinkler. So I put it through separate because it's just it looks like a little rocket ship. Oh, this is nice to get the Medalta pottery with the lid. Having the lid is a big deal. It's often missing. But a 1/2 gallon, that's not overly big, but people still use crocks. People are making stuff. You're making your sauerkraut or making whatever. Crock is what you need. Lauren says, Guten Abend from Germany. Wie geht's, Lauren? Yeah, there's a fan club group. Haley says, there's a fan club group? Yeah, on Facebook. There's a Facebook page called Curiosity Inc. Fan Addicts. And that's run by Elaine, who's watching this right now. Got a nice little tea candle on there. Nice little, if you're decorating in mid-century, it's a nice accessory piece. $25 is pretty cheap on that. That's the sort of thing that my friend Paul would probably buy. That's a rock and roll Paul piece. He decorates in mid-century modern. Hello, Aaron from Iraq. Thanks for joining us. We have somebody from Iraq watching us sell a rack. Is that why you logged on? You're like, somebody say something about Iraq, and we're like, yeah, we're selling a rack, not Iraq. Vintage Medalta pottery's crock and it's got the lid. I feel like my mom used to use something like this as a cookie jar. I have very distinct memories of chocolate chip cookies in that type of jar, being a little bit darker brown. But that, for whatever reason, this little crock makes me instantly think of cookies, and I think she puts stew in it on occasion too. Now I'm craving my mom's food. It's funny how looking at an object can make you have like childhood memories. The reason this one is a little bit higher is that Medalta isn't really known for doing a lot. They did a lot of crocks, but mainly they were the stoneware, the big flat-sided ones like we saw earlier. So when you find a piece like this, Medalta collectors or people who are looking for that type of crock pay a little bit more for them. This set is not particularly old, and this baffles me why it's at $120. But they don't sell cap guns in stores really anymore. So finding a new cap gun set with holsters, they don't really sell a whole lot of this stuff in the stores anymore. That's probably why it's at $120. 130, 120, 130, 130, 120, 30, give me 30, give me 30, 120, 130, 120, 130, 120, 130, give me 30, give me 30. 130. See, there's people in Alberta who are buying it. 130, 40, 40, 40, 130, 40. Here's a nice cap. Signing off from Australia. Yeah, it must be really late in the day there. They're metal. These are metal cap guns. 130, 40, 40, 40, give me 40, give me 40, 130, 40, 40. Last call. 130, 40, give me 40, give me 40, give me 40, 130, 40, give me 40, give me 40. There it goes. 130, 56. See, that one went higher than I would have thought. The cap guns, I wouldn't have sold it for that much in the store, but then again, I don't come across them that often. Nice little Mammoth steam engine. These are, you heat them up, you put like a little flaming sort of, it's like a little brick that you light on fire. The name of it escapes me right now, but it lights up and it heats up the water and yeah, it starts going. It's like an actual operational little engine there. They're fun. We were playing around with them here at the house for a bit because I have a whole bunch at the store.
Lot number 94, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 11, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 11, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 11, 15, 12 and a half, 15.
Let's look to see what lot number we're going to go up to. Maybe we'll go up to the Dalek, which is lot 104, and then I will sign off. And this live feed will continue on the Curiosity Inc. Fanatics Facebook page after I sign off. With the amount of her hair is flipped up, she must have been spinning all around or jumping. That Coke's gonna be all carbonated and blow up all over the place. Hey, do you want this Coke? I was just doing hopscotch with it a minute ago. Well, sure, and then bam. Sally, you gotta calm down when you're holding carbonated beverages. See, if you're into John Deere, somebody's going to be like, I got a John Deere D just like that. Whatever model that is. Might be a Model D. Somebody in New York is buying John Deere stuff. Never thought I'd see a tractor collector in New York.
So 45.
There it goes.
94. Lot number 97. 10, 12 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 10,
12, 50s kind of little serving tray.
10, 12 and a half. 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 Last call 10, 12.
That said New York, New York.
15, 17 and a half.
Yeah, you think upstate, there's lots of farms and stuff up there.
25, 20 minute mile, 25, 25.
But they were in New York City. It said New York, New York.
25, 20 minute mile,
I imagine that they would collect pinstripe suits in New York City. I don't know, what do you collect?
So $20, 57, 23.
I collect sunglasses that look like the Statue of Liberty. This was kind of a neat set. It's Coca-Cola cutlery, so it all looks like little Coke bottles. Probably good. I mean, just forks and spoons. But I guess if you want to have an ice cream or something, or a float, maybe, I don't know. It is what it is.
I haven't seen any of that for a long time. 25, 30, give me 30, give me 30, give me 30.
Licensed stuff.
30. So, 25,
Coke collectors.
56, 17. Lot number 99, 12 and a half, 15. 12 and a half, 15, 15.
This little creamer and dish.
12 and a half, 15. 12 and a half, 15. 12 and a half, 15, 15. 15, 17, 20, 25, 25, 25. 25, 20 minute mile drive by 25, 20 minute mile drive by 25, 25. 25, 20 minute mile drive by 25.
I think it has real gilding on it too. Like that gold looked pretty bright. It probably has gold leaf or at least very bright gold paint on it. It's a neat little set.
$20, $59.94. Going to Texas.
What does a jar full of seashells sell for?
15, 17 and a half. 15, 17, 17.
Hey, it would have taken a long time to go and pick all that stuff off the beach. If you decorate like your sort of cottagey beach style, that's a nice decor piece. And you get a jar. That jar is worth 15 bucks on its own. There you go. Okay, these little guys are worth probably $5 or $10 each. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, there's probably at least $100 worth of stuff there. I would be bidding on this myself if I could, but I can't. But that's well over $100. Like the Ghostbusters guy, there's two Ghostbusters dudes. There's an original Star Wars figure. The Doughboy, yeah, all this stuff. The Doughboy is worth about 25 bucks on his own. Mr. T, the old 40s military. Yeah, there's probably like about $140 retail worth of stuff in here. This will be a good deal for someone, I'm sure. This is one where if I was watching this auction, I would have bid on it because I know I could get $5-10 bucks a figure out of those guys.
One coming up here right after my shift. $40 sold.
Yep, that's somebody got a deal. There you go.
6042. Birmingham, Alabama. On number 03, on the piggy bank, 25, 30, 25.
You don't see much from McDonald's, like vintage McDonald's stuff. Like that's the original McDonald's brothers figure, which is funny because the brothers were named Dick and Mac McDonald, who started McDonald's. And they named one of their burgers the Big Mac after him, but they did not name a big hamburger after the brother, probably for obvious reasons. I wonder if it was even like a consideration. Like, you know what? We should have a big burger for each of you. One for Mac and one for his brother Dick. No, that never happened. Do you imagine going through the drive-through and asking for that? There's a dollar clock.
90 bid one, got to be 190 bid one, 90 bid one, 90 bid one, got to be $100 bill, 90 bid one, 90 bid one, 90 bid one.
That's a sort of an odd little piece. I think you could hang this on the wall, or you can put it on a shelf. Okay, maybe I'll stay here until we get to the old man teapot. There's a couple interesting things. Oh no, I gotta stay. Okay, I'm gonna have to stay till we get to the Austrian devil face humidor. Yeah, I did watch the movie The Founder about McDonald's. That was a good movie. Felt bad for the poor guys that started McDonald's.
Sold 25, 52, 31, line number 06. 40, 45, 45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45, 40 minute my 45.
Geez, this guy is going to be me in a few years. He's got the bow tie. That's all right. I think people expect me to look like that coming into an antique store. Welcome to Curiosity Inc. Are you buying some candy today or some treasures? I should just start talking like that all the time. I'm going to start talking like I'm a squeaky door. Hello. I talk like I'm a squeaky door.
$50 going to Port Richey, Florida. Been there. 5562. Very nice place. Line number 07, 30, 35, 30 mid buy, 30 minute buy, 35, 30 minute buy, 35, 30 minute buy, 35, 40, now buy, 45, 45, 40 mid buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 45, 40 mid buy.
People like the Campbell stuff. Wouldn't have thought it would go for $60, but I guess where do you get little... That would be cute if you came over to somebody's house, or if you had little ones come by and you gave them their soup in one of these Campbell soup cups on a tray. Perfect for little granddaughter and grandson or something. Nice way to present it.
$60, $59.35, line number 08, 10, 12 and a half, 10, 12.
Okay, we're getting up to the humidors here. I'm staying on until lot 6110. This auction will continue on until probably about 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time today. If you're curious or if you want to go on, you can log into kauctions.ca and look for the Collector's Estate Clearout Auction Sale. You can bid even. They'll mail it to you. And everything is insured as well. So if there's any issue, it does have insurance. This is a nice little handmade clay piece. It definitely would have been more than $17 even at a farmer's market or whoever built this thing. I'm guessing that probably would have cost new maybe $50, $60, something. I don't know. How long does it take you to make a bird humidor, and you got to fire it and paint it and all that stuff? It looks suspicious, doesn't it? Here we go.
Number 10, 2.25, 2.5, 2.25, 2.5.
He's just a mischievous little devil face humidor in a gourd.
I told you not to bring any pictures of yourself here.
Oh, there we go. It's starting to see some bids. $275. I would have imagined this would go for like $350 or so, but it is a fairly collectible thing. A, for people who collect Halloween or sort of creepy type things. Oh, there it goes. It's jumping. $350. This is about what I expected it to go for, so we'll see if it jumps any higher.
Where are you going to find one except right here, right today?
That's true. There's not a lot out there.
375, 350, 375, 375, 375, 350, 375.
So this whole section here pops off and you put your tobacco in it. Or if you collect tobacco stuff, if you collect Halloween stuff, it crosses over to and that's why you see the prices go up, because it crosses over to a few different types of collectors. People who collect containers. Okay, it sold for exactly what I thought it would. Oh, somebody says, can you stay on? Please stay on until lot 6118. We want to see what the first lot of Pyrex goes for. You guys want me to stay on for a couple more lots? I could probably stay on until lot 6118, yes. I did promise my son that around 11 o'clock, which we're not at yet, I would teach him how to ride a scooter. And I do have to be a dad today, but I will stay on until lot 6118 for you, and we can check that out. Oh, there's a clown cookie jar coming up. I have a regular customer, his name is Marie, who buys clown merchandise. And I don't know if she's going to be bidding on this. We'll see. 12 bucks. Reach into my belly. This is a waste basket, but it looks like a giant takeout container. It was just a goofy sort of thing. So I put it through separate because quirky stuff sells, and even at 10 bucks, it's better than just throwing it in a box.
Sold $10.5602.
These were kind of neat, this tumbler set. Frankly, I probably should have kept this to give to Paul. Paul would have really liked these because it's all kind of rock and roll and kind of truckers and, you know, beatnik sort of stuff. And I don't know, it's subculture. So he said, I love hearing Alex's banter. Well, good. Some people are probably like, why does this guy stop talking? This is one piece that I probably would have just given to my friend Paul. Next time I find something like that, I'll buy it from the people and I'll just give it to Paul. Vintage bowl with lids. I don't know why these look like Pyrex lids. I don't know why they're all together in this lot. But
okay.
People are often missing lids, though.
I owed you one. All right, you owe me more than that. Here we go on 15. Here we go on the vintage bowls. There you go. Let's start them off at 25. It's 12 and a half, 15. Double it again, 15 to go. We did it again, 15, 15, 17.
Oh, see, Brian's just starting for the day, so he's got he's fast talking.
Last call. It's 17 and a half and 20 and 20 and 20. Last call at 20 and us. Hold on.
There they go. They're moving quick.
And 16. Here we go on this one. Now the cookware and so on. 30, 40. 30 down, 40 down, again, 35.
That is a big box, incidentally. That's like a 4 cubic foot box. When they say box full of enamel cookware and more, yeah, it's a big box.
45 and 50
and enamel cookware is very popular.
60 and 70, 60 and 70, 60 and 70 and 70 and 70 and 80 and 70 and 80 and 80 and 80 and 80 and 70 and 80. One more time, 90, 80 and 90. 80 and $90 now, 100, 90 down, $100, but again, 100 to go, yes or no, 190 down, 100, one more time, and 110, one of it down, 110, 110, 110, 110.
Well, it's getting there.
100, 110, 110, yes or no, and 100, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, last. I
see Nitrous Diecast, our friend Dave logged in. So far, the auction's going fairly well. There are some good prices for people.
The Friar Tuck Jug cookie jar, there you go.
Thou shalt not steal cookies, it says, I think, on the other side. Nothing like guilting your kids with a fryer. You know your kids have a cookie problem when they're tempted and then you're like, I can't. It says thou shalt not steal cookies right on the side. Still, I think you'd hear the little squeaky stool being pushed up to it.
Here we go on these 90, 100, 90 down, 100 up, and again, 100
Let's see how Pyrex is hot in the market right now. I'm telling you. See Pyrex at a yard sale, Pyrex at a garage sale. You get it for a couple bucks, you could probably quadruple or better your money on it. And Donna, whose collection this was, she had an eye for Pyrex, and there was just a ton of it. Just a ton of Pyrex. Okay, I'm going to flip it around, guys. Okay, it's back to me now. I'm just going to turn the volume down a bit there. The auction is going to continue on probably until about 5 o'clock today. So I just wanted to make sure that I covered off the first hour or so. A lot of the really expensive things haven't even gone yet. The jade figure, there's the Albert Schroeder painting, which should go fairly high, we'd think. So we'll probably do a recap at some point. We might do a live feed later tonight or something and just kind of give you guys an update on how everything went. If you want to follow this auction along, you can log in. The preferred method is log into kauctions.ca, look for the Collector's Estate Clearout Auction Sale, and you can watch it yourself live. You have to sign in, but you can bid if you want, if you see something cool. And if you get something from the auction, send me a message through Facebook. I'd love to see. What I'll do maybe is I'll post a little thing there and say, post a picture of what you want at the auction sale. I'd love to see what you got. And with any luck, we can do an update over at Morris and Donna's if they'll let me. and we'll see how the house is looking, and I can hand them a big fat check next Friday. So this is all turning out really, really well. But guys, thank you very much for watching. The auction is still going on all day today, which is June 12th, 2021. If you're watching this after the fact, don't go looking for it. You're not going to find this particular sale. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Hope it's very successful for everybody involved, and we'll see you all soon. Take care, guys, and bye for now.